2025 BET Awards were supposed to be a celebration of culture, talent, and unity. Instead, it turned into the biggest scandal of the year when rapper Remy Ma allegedly unleashed her fury backstage after discovering her husband, Papoose, in an intimate moment with Olympic boxing champion Claressa Shields. What began as a glamorous night of recognition turned into a whirlwind of betrayal, broken trust, and a viral altercation that would dominate headlines for weeks to come. This was not just a celebrity meltdown, it was an unraveling of a carefully maintained public relationship. It was a clash between loyalty and fame, privacy and spectacle, love and pride. The drama that unfolded at the BET Awards shook the very foundation of hip-hop royalty, and in the aftermath, fans, media, and even fellow celebrities couldn't stop talking about it. The night became etched in pop culture not for the awards handed out, but for the wig that was snatched and the truth that came undone. The night begins. A chilly red carpet and subtle clues. The evening started with its usual glitter and gold. Celebrities walked the red carpet in stunning ensembles, dazzling in designer gowns, expensive jewelry, and perfectly coordinated couple photos. But for Remy Ma, something felt different. The rapper, known for her fierce persona and love for family, arrived alone. Her husband, Papoose, was conspicuously absent from her side, a detail that fans and media were quick to notice. Dressed in a sleek, sheer black gown that accentuated her confidence and control, Remy Ma maintained her composure in front of the cameras. But her expression revealed something deeper, a flicker of tension, a warning glare, an edge of anticipation. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields made her entrance just moments later. She was radiant, bold, and commanding attention in a custom golden gown. Her energy was upbeat, but her interactions on the carpet were notably restrained. While Claressa and Remy did not interact publicly on the red carpet, the tension between them was palpable. It wasn't just a matter of conflicting schedules or missed greetings. It was strategic avoidance, and it didn't go unnoticed. The gossip mill churned faster when fans discovered photos of Papoose entering the venue earlier through a side entrance, accompanied by members of Claressa's glam squad. The connection was becoming difficult to ignore. A love triangle in plain sight. Papoose's disappearing act. Papoose, long regarded as one of the most loyal husbands in hip-hop, had built a brand on his unwavering love for Remy Ma. Their relationship had survived prison sentences, industry drama, and public scrutiny, but recent months had shown cracks in their armor. Social media posts between the couple had dwindled, and Papoose's presence at Remy's events had become increasingly rare. When news surfaced that Papoose had been seen laughing and chatting with Claressa backstage, his hand resting gently on her back, it sparked outrage and confusion. The final detail that lit the match came from fashion enthusiasts, who noted that Claressa's dress had the initials PL stitched inside the lining, supposedly a nod to Papoose's full name. The symbolism was too bold to be dismissed as coincidence. The narrative quickly shifted from speculation to confirmation in the eyes of the public. Was Papoose stepping out on Remy? And if so, was Claressa Shields the reason behind the distance that had grown between the once unbreakable couple? By the time Remy stepped backstage, the whispers had become roars. All that remained was for the confrontation to erupt, and it did with fire. The backstage confrontation, chaos, screams, and a wig snatch heard around the world. Witnesses backstage reported a scene straight out of a scripted reality TV brawl. According to insiders, Remy was already fuming in her dressing room, pacing back and forth while venting to her team. Her voice was sharp, angry, and emotional. A leaked audio recording later confirmed her intentions when she declared, "If I see them holding hands, I'm flipping this whole *****ing Awards show upside down." And flip it she did. As Claressa and Papoose approached the green room together, Remy intercepted them like a storm. Voices were raised. Accusations flew like arrows. Claressa tried to de-escalate, but her calm demeanor only further enraged Remy. In a shocking moment of impulsive fury, Remy reached forward and ripped Claressa's wig off her head. The silence that followed was broken by gasps, then screams. Staff members froze in disbelief. Security hesitated, unsure whether to intervene. The wig lay on the floor, a symbol of both humiliation and power. Claressa, ever the composed athlete, didn't flinch. She stared back, unbothered and unmoved. That unshakable glare would later become the face of countless memes. But in that moment, it was a declaration. She wasn't backing down. Social media frenzy, hashtags, memes, and instant fame within minutes, the footage of the altercation hit TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. The video, captured by a stunned assistant, showed everything: Remy's rage, Claressa's poise, and the moment the wig came flying. The internet exploded. Memes flooded timelines. Edits appeared featuring boxing bells, slow-mo replays, and captions like "the real main event." Social media users picked sides instantly. Some praised Remy for standing her ground and defending her marriage. Others applauded Claressa for her composure and accused Remy of losing control in public. The debate over who was right and who was wrong was overshadowed by the sheer spectacle of the event. Brands began to jump on the trend. One haircare company released a viral ad with the slogan, "Snatch-proof or nothing." The cultural moment had transcended the actual fight. The imagery of a wig being snatched backstage became symbolic, a metaphor for the stripping away of illusions, facades, and carefully curated public images. For better or worse, this was now part of pop culture history. Leaks and group chats. Inside Project Wig, just when fans thought the drama had peaked, screenshots began circulating online. Allegedly taken from Remy Ma's private group chat titled Project Wig, the messages hinted at a premeditated plan. One chilling message read, "I'm not playing with this chick. I'll snatch the lace off her soul if she thinks this is cute." The tone was raw, angry, and painfully real. These leaks added a layer of complexity to the scandal. Was this an act of spontaneous emotional outburst, or was it part of a calculated stand against betrayal? Public opinion remained split. While some saw it as a moment of justified rage, others now questioned whether Remy's actions crossed a dangerous line. Meanwhile, Claressa's response was as strategic as it was savage. She launched a limited edition line of wig grips and partnered with a popular edge control brand. The items sold out in less than 24 hours. What started as a humiliating moment became a lucrative opportunity. Claressa proved that in the digital age, even scandals could be monetized, if handled smartly. The legal storm, lawsuits, cancellations, and damage control behind the scenes, attorneys were scrambling. Remy's team reportedly began assembling a legal response, with early talks of filing charges for emotional distress, invasion of privacy, and even defamation. Meanwhile, Claressa's camp was drafting cease and desist letters for media outlets portraying her as a homewrecker or accusing her of fueling the feud. BET found itself in hot water too. Accused of mishandling backstage security and failing to de-escalate the situation, the network released a vague statement condemning violence. Privately, sources claimed that both women were temporarily barred from future BET productions until the matter cooled down. The network was in crisis mode, hoping to preserve its image amid the viral chaos. The ripple effect was swift. Remy Ma lost at least 2 brand partnerships and saw several tour dates quietly postponed. Claressa faced backlash from conservative commentators, but gained new fans who saw her as an unapologetic boss. Papoose, the man at the center of the scandal, remained tight-lipped. His silence, perhaps more than anything, fueled further speculation and frustration. Public reaction, emotional breakdown, or empowered stand? As the days passed, the scandal began to evolve into something deeper. A leaked voicemail from Remy Ma to a friend offered a vulnerable insight. In it, she cried softly and said, "I'm not mad she has him. I'm mad he didn't even try to stop me. He just stood there." The heartbreak in her voice resonated across social media, shifting the tone from mockery to sympathy. For many fans, this was a turning point. Remy was no longer just the woman who snatched a wig. She was a wife betrayed, a woman pushed to the edge by disloyalty, and someone who was breaking publicly while others laughed. Suddenly, her tears became the real story. Her pain became the focal point of the scandal, not the slapstick of the altercation. Claressa, for her part, gave a candid interview. "I didn't break anything that wasn't already broken," she said. Her statement sparked controversy. Some accused her of gaslighting and emotional manipulation. Others saw her as honest and self-assured. Either way, the damage had been done. The emotional wreckage was now visible to all. Cultural impact. When private pain becomes public consumption, the BET Awards incident became more than just celebrity gossip. It evolved into a national conversation about loyalty, fame, and emotional responsibility. Think pieces were published. Talk show segments debated the ethics of filming private breakdowns. Petitions were started to create safer spaces for celebrities at award shows. Even hashtags like #ProtectBlackWomen trended in response to the emotional vulnerability on display. The story highlighted a grim truth. The internet doesn't just consume celebrity drama, it feeds on it. Every tear, every shout, every wig snatch is repackaged into content, monetized, and turned into entertainment. And in the midst of it all are real people with real feelings, grappling with public shame and private devastation. The story also became a case study in branding. Claressa came out of the incident wealthier and more famous than before. Remy was left rebuilding her image while navigating heartbreak. Papoose became the ghostly symbol of male indifference, a man whose silence haunted the narrative more than any statement ever could. Conclusion: a wig, a fight, and the end of illusions. The 2025 BET Awards will never be remembered for its winners. It will be remembered for a moment of raw, unfiltered human drama that laid bare the costs of fame. Behind the stage, lights, and behind-the-scenes battles were three people whose lives changed forever in a matter of minutes. Remy Ma's fury wasn't just about a wig or a flirtation. It was about years of loyalty, trust, and love being eroded behind her back. Claressa Shields wasn't just a rival. She was the mirror reflecting back the cracks in Remy's marriage. And Papoose, the man once celebrated for his unwavering devotion, stood at the center of it all, silent, distant, and hauntingly absent. In the end, the BET Awards weren't just a show. They were a reckoning. And the fallout from that one unforgettable night still lingers in the air, in the tweets, and in the silence of those who were left to pick up the pieces.